Alright, welcome to the 30-day challenge on functional programming, WND5. My name is Kome. So the first challenge is for us to look at this array. This we have two arrays in one, which are enclosed by one array, and we have to flatten it to one level. So to be able to solve that, we'll just apply the flat array method to this, and then we have flattened it by one level. So I'll run the test. Now moving to level 2. So the other level now here, we are required to flatten the array and increment each value. So again, we'll make use of the flat array method. And now we'll have a flattened array upon which we'll map and apply a callback to every of those array elements here. So you have the value, and in this value, you are going to increment each value. So value plus 1. That is the work that array callback will do, and return again an array with incremented values for each element. So run that. I'll move to step 3. Deflatten any nesting level. So we'll apply the flat array method, but we'll apply it to infinity. So we'll be able to apply or we'll be able to flatten to infinity, to any deep level, to any nested level. So run that. I'll move to the next challenge. You can see I have one pill awarded there. Next challenge, you can also try this. This challenge, we are going to merge two objects into one. So return object 1, merge two objects into one. So I'm going to spread out object 1, and I'm going to spread out again object 2. I think that one will have merged my two objects. So I'll run. Moving to level 2, merge array of objects into one. So we have the objects. This is an array. So I'll apply the map function into it. I need to merge an array of objects into one. So here we have an array. So you can apply the map function objects.map, so that each time now in the callback we have the object. We have the individual objects. So if this is the case now, then we have the individual objects. Now I think we'll make use of the reduce array method, which takes in itself an accumulator to store the accumulated value and the object or the element for each array. So the object here, of course, this callback can come and inside here we can return the accumulator. We can spend the accumulator, and then we can also spread the object, so that anytime the accumulator, we merge it with the new object that we have passed in. But now we must have initialize our accumulator to an empty object, and then close like that. So that may work. Good. Moving to level 3, deep merge objects recursively. So here we have object 1 and object 2. So the first thing is that we want to deep merge object recursively. So we'll have, maybe we'll create a constant to store our results that will be returning at the end of the day, and we will create a copy of object 1 so that we don't have to mutate it. It becomes immutable. So from there, you can loop through for key in object 2. You now loop through object 2. So let's see what happens here. Good. So while this is object 2, I want to check if the object 2 key or the value is existence and or is not null, and type of object 2 key. If it happens that you can specify that this, or we can tell this is an object, then that's the time we want to merge it. So, and again, we want to test if it is not an array. So array dot is array, again object2, and then the key. If that happens to be true, then we will say that whatever we have here is an object, and therefore we'll come and assign result, and then the key will assign it recursively to solve. Again, we'll pass in the result. If the results key exists or the value exists, then we will pass it for the merging, or if it doesn't, we'll pass in an empty object, and then of course we'll pass in the object2 to merge, the object2 value to merge there. So then what if this does not happen to be true? This is not true, then else I will come here and just overwrite my result key. I will overwrite it with object2 or the value itself as it is, and at the end of the day, then outside the loop I will return results, the results object. So you can see that is it. Let's see whether it works. Run. Good. We are now done with 2 challenges for today. If this made sense to you, please like my YouTube channel, follow me at KelvinK on X, and also I would appreciate if you buy my book that I'm sharing there on JavaScript to ensure that you have fundamentals on JavaScript very right. Thank you, and see you in the next challenge for day 6. Thank you.